This video is instruction on completing the RP9 document. This is the last document you will be doing any original composition on. So let's take a look at an RP8 document, which looks pretty much like this. There's the main point of the paper or the topic, and that is going to be followed by a series of paragraphs. If you're in blocks 3, 6, or 7, you'll have a 2-chunk paragraph like this that is optional for 1 and 2. So you'll have somewhere between 6 and 8 paragraphs. The first thing you're going to want to do is to decide on if you have to get rid of any other paragraphs that are here. So you want to make sure that your essay or that your paper is on point, and that is that you don't have any paragraphs that are going to contradict your main point. So if you are in blocks 1 or 2, you're going to need 4 paragraphs from 3 sources. You can have 1 from 2 sources each, and then 2 from a third, or however the numbers work out. If you are in blocks 3, 6, or 7, you need 5 paragraphs. 1 is a double chunk paragraph, and they must come from 4 different sources. And now that doesn't mean you can't have more paragraphs or more sources. Those are your minimums. So if you look through this and everything seems to fit, and you have 7 or 8 paragraphs, and they all should go in there, and you're using the right number of sources, then your paper will be longer and may be more complete. So, but it's a judgment you have to make at this point. These are your minimums. And once you have done that, then what you are to do is to go ahead. You have the body of your paper written essentially. You're going to now put together your introduction. And so your introduction will contain these 3 items. Let's start with your thesis statement and then back up into the other 2. Your thesis statement is going to be your topic up here, followed by the word or followed by a comma and because. And then you're going to list the reasons that you believe this way, and each of those reasons should be covered in 1 or more of the paragraphs in your paper. And they should be in the order that they are given here. So if for some reason you think that the reason in paragraph 1 here should be in a different place, I would cut and paste it into the place that it belongs. If you think it should be last, and copy and make it last. So anyway, it'll be something like high school graduates should have college tuition paid by the government because more people will be educated, comma, and then other reasons until you have filled in all the reasons from your paragraphs in the paper. And so that's the last sentence of your introduction. Now, your first sentence needs to be a general value statement. And in this case, since it deals with education, you might say something like education is a basic or fundamental value of any democracy. Again, a general statement that will tend to focus the mind of the reader. And that will be followed by one of these 3. A quotation by some notable person, or a statistic that you found in one of your sources that is particularly telling, or an anecdote that it must be real. So it's probably something you might have read out of one of your sources about an individual that did something relative to your topic and everything came out fine for them, or didn't do it and everything didn't come out fine for them, but some short individual story about someone, and follow that with a thesis statement. And that's pretty much what goes into your introduction. Now, your introduction should look something like this. Again, you have topic, introduction, and then that's followed by your paragraphs. So let's now go to the conclusion, which of course will be at the end of the paper. So in this case, I'm going to start here, and the items that are going to go into the conclusion we have done before, and it really is again a general value statement. You can reword the one you had above, and then the Martin Luther King sentence that follows the form in his letter from Birmingham jail, where he says, when, and then you would list one of your reasons, semicolon, when, another reason, semicolon, when, another reason, semicolon, and then you use the word then and repeat your thesis without the because. And so in the end, your conclusion will look something like this. This is the last sentence of your paragraph. This is the last paragraph of your paper, of the body of your paper, and then this is the conclusion. So that is pretty much it for RP9. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you.